Hello, I'm here to discuss a very controversial ruling that's currently been taking place since 2015. The topic I'm going to be discussing tonight will be net neutrality. In February 2016, the Federal Trade Commission released a new set of guidelines that all internet service providers have to follow. This governs how traffic will be followed on the internet, and it'll all be treated equally. So what does this mean in a new ruling? Per the FCC's website, ISPs cannot block applications, meaning any type of application that you use on the internet, email applications, applications like Netflix, Twitter, Facebook, any type of apps like that. Also services. Another service would be considered like Netflix, Hulu. They cannot block that. Harmful devices. Also, they cannot throttle your bandwidth. What I mean by throttling is they cannot slow down your bandwidth based upon these applications. They cannot single out single internet traffic. Who's sending it, where it's going, who it's to. Which means that we should be able to experience a lag-free internet service to our favorite sites. Be able to stream videos and not have to worry about that. So per the FCC's website, the ruling bans management of traffic. Okay, the only way cable companies now or ISPs can manage traffic is they have to have technical justifications, meaning spam examples of this would be like spam emails, any type of malicious attack, any type of attack on any servers, DDoS attacks, any type of hacking services that may cause harm to other people's networks. They can block that stuff. Redirecting slow traffic or slowing it down. What they're meaning by this ruling is that they have to ensure the network runs smoothly, meaning at peak times they have to be able to provide a service that's going to be able to run smoothly for everybody to use, meaning utilization issues on their network, they have to make sure that it's even and it's running smoothly. Meaning they cannot target certain applications. Again, video streaming services would be an example of this. They cannot target them and slow their bandwidth down. They have to be able to provide them a lag-free experience to those servers. Is the government going to get involved in this ruling? The answer is in the air on this. Right now, all this is being governed by the FCC, and the answer would be no. All the regulations are going to be controlled by the FCC. Applications on the internet, detecting internet opportunity, and traffic and routing too is all going to be controlled by the FCC. Now, internet service providers are going to be classified as a Class 2 regulations under 1934. They're going to follow the same guidelines that the phone companies used to follow. So meaning they're going to have to be reliable. They're going to have to be responsible for their actions, meaning that they cannot be downtime, cannot have bandwidth issues, have to be reliable and dependable. So under these regulations, the sections are going to apply to the new Net Neutrality Acts are going to be as follows. Section 201, 202, and 208. This is necessary ruling for internet traffic. These rules are in place to govern the internet as it is. The old style regulations that will apply, 202. For insurance protection of customer privacy, Section 225, 255, 251A, and A2. These sections ensure access to people with disabilities. And also Section 254 promises a universal deployment of services, meaning that everybody in the world is entitled to having internet access. Will emergency services be regulated underneath this? No. Examples of this would be voice over IP. If you have internet, your phone through your internet provider like Comcast, Time Warner, anybody like that, they offer phone service. No, they're not going to be regulated. Dedicated hard monitors, e-car readers, connected cars, meaning your cars with their smart technology in there, which are built-in wireless, will not be regulated. And also mobile data. They will fall out of the regulations for net neutrality. So let's talk a little bit about how internet service providers work with the other streaming services. Per CNN, what they're talking about is they're talking about interconnection between companies. Prime example, Comcast towards Netflix. So what this means is that the internet is made up of servers on the network, and they call these servers the last mile connection to your broadband provider offers consumers public internet access. Broadband providers then provide connection to the network, and this connection goes out to whatever they're accessing the internet. Prime example, Netflix. The FCC states that any ISP or any service provider cannot throttle your bandwidth between these interconnections, meaning that they cannot force companies like Netflix, Hulu to pay for more bandwidth. So, final thoughts on net neutrality. Although this is going to be a very controversial subject for many years to come, many people agree that net neutrality is promising. It has a lot of good aspects to providing a safe and free practice to the internet, also allowing us to enjoy our favorite pastimes. But net neutrality also is a lightning rod for this controversy, and there's going to be many rulings to come.